my goodness! It's a stop sign. God must want me to smoke a bunch of people and then smoke myself. Oh my goodness! Mary! It's a shoe! We should start a sex cult. Hey! How are you? I know, did you miss me? I missed you. But hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be covering the cult of the Church of the Most High Goddess. Very bad name. But yeah, before we get into the video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because these videos actually take a really long time to make, and you'd be doing me the biggest favor if you actually did do those things. But without further ado, let's cover the Church of the Most High Goddess cult. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. This cult was a cult, so we're going to have to, or I'm going to have to censor a lot of the things I say in this video, because, you know, it could get taken down. A couple named William or Wilbur, started with a Will. A couple named Wilbur and Mary Ellen Tracy, once devout Mormons. They began having strange visions in 1984, and then one day Wilbur was just walking on like a beach in Santa Monica, and he saw a bright light, and he was like, this must be a revelation from God. Which is a recurring thing when it comes to all of these cults. This is crazy when you think about it. Literally a lot of cult leaders have done this. They see something that is a bit off or strange, and they think it's like some revelation from God. Oh my goodness! It's a stop sign. God must want me to smoke a bunch of people and then smoke myself. Yo, what? That is literally a thing. People do that. They did things like this. They would see things that just didn't make sense and just assume it was some revelation from God. Oh my goodness! Mary! It's a shoe! We should start a sex cult. That's literally how a lot of these went down. And then later on, you know, they form a church. They call the Church of the Most High Goddess. They called it a religion, and they said it was based off of ancient Egyptian beliefs, which it's not. You just wanted to bang people. This isn't a religion. You just wanted to bang people. The church said that sinful men could be forgiven, but if they had intercourse, which, man. Basically, they could be forgiven, sinful men could be forgiven through very naughty rituals with Mary Ellen. If you did this, you were forgiven. And they said they weren't intercourse rituals, they were spiritual rituals for forgiveness. Try telling that to your butthole later. Mary Ellen, she claimed that she had she had basically just intercourse and naughty rituals. Basically, she had intercourse rituals with over 2,000 men! And they didn't see it as, like, they had to pay for intercourse, but, like, they had to give up, like, a donation or a sacrifice in order to be saved by Mary Ellen. Hey, you want to be forgiven? Okay. That'll be $5, and Mary's in the back. In April 1989, the police had raided, like, their headquarters, and they took Wilbur, and they took Mary. At the time, Wilbur was, like, 51, and Mary was, like, 43. Or, no, like, 46. She was 46. And here were the charges. Oh, my goodness. This is what their charges were. They were misdemeanor charges. So, like, pimping, pandering, and operating a house of, I can't say the word because this video will get taken down, but basically this word. Oh well, never mind, I'll go ahead and say it. They were operating a house of prostitution. She told the judge and the jury that her church, she actually believed in her church and, like, her doing her rituals when it came to, you know, spreading her legs. She said it was part of her holy job as a priestess. Which, okay, all right. So, if we're actually, because I don't think that, I don't think they claim that their cult was, like, centered around Christianity or from Christianity. I'm not 100% sure. But just going off of just plain religious ideas, you know what I'm saying? I don't think there is one religion that says, you know, bang people, and because, like, it's a part of holiness or something. She said that she had been religious all her life, Catholic. She was first Catholic, and then she converted to Mormonism, and then she converted to this new religion under the guidance of her husband. The city's attorneys actually argued that this wasn't a religion, it was just a front for, and that they were just saying this. Basically, they were just saying this stuff as a front to, do bad, illegal things. And also, it didn't help that they asked the, followers to give them money and donations, and in return, she would give them a ritual, a intercourse ritual, which I'm not siding with them, but they could have defended it like way better. They said that, okay, so they're being under investigation for a intercourse cult that they're having people give donations and sacrifices in order for them to be saved. Naughtily. But if this were in a courtroom, I don't see any way they could have possibly, defended their case. They're done. It's literally the exact same thing, but reworded. It's like if I were to say, I am going to politely take this item from someone else's houses, but my religion calls for that. It's just robbery. It's just robbery! After 3.5... Oh my goodness, the camera. After 3.5 days, Mary was found guilty on accounts of naughty charges. Can't say the real thing. But, and she was also, charged with running a brothel. Her husband, Wilbur, was actually charged too. Her husband, Wilbur, was found guilty on running the business. Mary Ellen Tracy was in jail for 90 days, had to get tested for, and also was possibly fined. Wilbur got 180 days in jail and a $1,000 fine. Which, I just want to go ahead and say this, for the stuff that they did, they got off kind of lightly. And then Mary and Wilbur tried arguing, saying that it was like real, they were practicing real religion, but not really, because, and they used this because they said that their, religious practices was protected by the First Amendment right. Spoiler, it wasn't. In May 1990, the judge basically said, hey, no, it's not. You're just using this as a front for, stuff you're not supposed to do. And, do I have to explain? You can't really defend something like this in court. I mean, the judge said that their religion was not sincere and it was just used to escape the law. He also said that even if they did believe in it, society still has a pretty big problem with a specific thing that they were practicing. And, they still wouldn't have seen it as so religious intent didn't really give them protection. It was just them being like, no, it's not. It was kind of just like a back and forth. I mean, in 1990, after the judge denied Wilbur and Mary their request to stop persecution, they took this to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. The Ninth Circuit looked at everything and said, hey, even if they truly believed in their church, the government could still stop them. Because the thing that they were practicing specifically was still incredibly illegal at the time, and it didn't matter if it was religious belief, but it's still, the law, and that the law applies no matter what. The court also said that Mary Ellen Gracie was arrested in 1985 and 1986, which made her claim that her religious church to start all that, it just made it look super unbelievable. Not super unbelievable, it just made it look less real because, it wasn't really lining up. Basically, the Ninth Circuit, whatever their name is, they basically said, no, you can't do that, and persecution and punishment still occurred. Basically, it just stayed in place. That was the final federal appeal. The court was done with this crazy couple and their weird cults. After serving her sentence, it's surprising when you think about this, but whatever. Mary did not stay out of the public eye. Oh, no. It was the exact opposite. She actually stayed involved in the public eye. She had a TV show. She even starred in adult movies in the early 90s. By around 1992, she was working as a volunteer nature guide. It was in Placenteria, if I'm even saying that right, in Canyon State Park in California, and she taught adults and kids on basic animals or just stuff like snakes, tortoises, plants, stuff you teach in nature. Mary Ellen and her husband kept saying that their belief in the church was real and stuff. They just, What do you know, huh? But yeah, that was the video. Did you like it? But yeah, I really hope you did. Please make sure to subscribe because we're about to hit 80,000 subscribers. That's awesome. That's amazing. But yeah, I feel like that's about it. I love you. But yeah, I feel like that's about it. I thank you, I love you, and God bless.